everyone and welcome to this POV review by AutoTopNL. My name is Max and we are here today with the GAD Motors Mercedes-Benz C400. So not an AMG this time. We have a nice keychain here with GAD. Very nice. And it's quite a special car because this is sort of a really cool poor man's C63S. And why is that, you might ask? Well, let me tell you. The base car has a V6 turbo engine with 333 horsepower and 480 Newton meters. So not bad, but not really impressive. And it's about 60 to 70% of the price of a C63. What GAD have done, first they have done a software tune, which got them to around 450 horsepower already. So that's very impressive because that's over 100 horsepower extra. And they then changed the exhaust. So first it had a single pipe setup and now it has a twin pipe setup, and it has a bigger diameter. And lastly they changed the turbos. So we don't know exactly how much horsepower it delivers. It is at least as fast as a C63. And here's the kicker. The C400 has standard 4MATIC. So in essence we have a V6 turbo powered C63 with 4MATIC. So very unique. I think they also fitted some wider tires because that is a lot of difference. 255 in the rear, 225 in the front. Some nice Mercedes wheels, AMG wheels, and we have carbon ceramic brakes, which are lovely and is one of the things I love most about this car, because we are, as you can see, in a very nice forest in the south of Germany near Stuttgart. And these are some incredible roads, but it's a lot of up and down, so you kind of need some good brakes. So C400 badge right there, GAD badge, and it's completely stock. So I think that is really cool. It's sort of a sleeper until you turn it on, because it has quite a loud exhaust. That is very nice. So let me show you a very cool touch. Bear in mind this is still sort of in development, work in progress, but there is a switch, and if I turn it to the right, the exhaust valves close. So open. That is a very big difference, and sort of a James Bond switch in the dashboard. So let's take this thing on the road and let me show you what it can do. Let's go to Sport Plus and manual. So immediately you hear the exhaust. It is very loud. So very nice roads, as you can see. Well, the handling is really good, actually. I love the steering feel. I'm in Sport Plus, so everything is in sport mode, and as you know, we always switch off the sport mode for the steering in BMWs because it's way too heavy. But it's really nice in this Mercedes, because it's nice and weighted. It's a bit heavier, but it's not overly heavy, which means you still have sort of an agile feeling. And we have 4MATIC, of course, so that means you can just floor it practically anywhere. Downshifts are really nice as well. And it is seriously quick. I'm really happy they installed carbon ceramic brakes, because it's really not a good feeling to have a fast car with inadequate brakes. So we come to the next lovely road. So the incredible thing about this C400 by GAD Motors is, you know, it kind of solves two problems with a C63. Two reasons why you shouldn't or wouldn't buy a C63 are: one, it's too expensive, and secondly, an AMG is really flashy and shouty and look at me, and so I can imagine if you don't really want that attention, you'd go for a C400, because there's also a C43, but that's also an AMG, so you also get a bit of shoutiness, and this one really doesn't have any. So if you then bring your C400 to GAD, they can make it as fast as a 63. You don't get a V8, but you do get a lovely sound. It's really raspy. And I think, you know, that's a really cool package, because you get a C63 light for a lot less money. I'm gonna turn around here. So a lot of these little villages here are a bit like The Walking Dead, but oh, that's fast. That is fast. It doesn't really have that big V8 kick, that torquey feel, but it is very fast. And the 4MATIC system means that in these conditions I can just floor it anywhere, of course. But I think I would also be able to do that without the 4MATIC. But when it starts to get wet or cold or snowy or whatever, you could still use this car. And I think that's a big plus over a 63, because I think a 63 in the snow would be totally unusable. So the gearbox, it's not really that fast. The response is quite laggy on the pedals, but we're used to that from Mercedes. And it's not an AMG, so it's not as crisp and as fast. But for the purpose, it works fine. And when you put this car in comfort and just cruise around with the exhaust valves closed, and you have that lovely air suspension, I mean, it's really comfortable. So this is, as a daily, this would be awesome. tricky, these roads. A lot of these corners are quite blind, but luckily we have ceramic brakes and 4MATIC, so oh man, this uphill stuff is so cool. I mean, this steering is so light. It's not too light, but it's really easy to just with just 2 fingers I can place it so well. Oh, those brakes are fantastic. So this tuning is perfect. I mean, there's no lag, there's no weird creaky sounds or hesitations from the drivetrain or from the turbos or from the throttle or anything. The sound is really good. So I think this is a viable alternative to a 63, because if you want to use your car every day, this car would be better. It's more comfortable, it's quieter, it's less flashy. And if you want to attack roads like these, I mean, this is close to perfect, but you can. It really is capable to do this stuff, and it's quite powerful. So if you had the choice, I mean, like I said, this would be at around 60 to 70% of a 63 plus the tuning. So you'd still be, oh yes, it would still be cheaper than a 63. Would you get this? Let us know in the comments below. Would you get a 63 for the V8 sound? Or would you get this for the, you know, diversity of usability? I hope you enjoyed this video. I have, as always. Oh, I'll let you enjoy the sound for a couple of corners, and we will see you at the next POV review. Thanks for watching, guys. You can also follow us on Facebook and Instagram, by the way. Just search for AutoTopNL. See you at the next one. Bye.